The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Back into it and back at it. You found The Local Show on 570 WSYR. Turn up your heaters a little more if you're using those heat exchanger things. What do they call those heat pumps? Or
heat pumps.
Prime Heating and Air cells.
Oh, yeah.
Or we have the fake fireplaces, which are nice because, you know, I got a big one that looks like, and people will look at it and marvel and say, wow, you must have spent $1 million on that. I think we did spend $1 million on it, but I put it together. Like I didn't have to have it built in.
I'm not going to point fingers, but if anybody's married and anybody's wife has ever had hot flashes,
forget about it.
It's hot. Yeah. I come in, it's like you could hang meat in there. And she's got a set there. And then another, it's like, woo.
Yeah, up and down and all around.
So I'm just so I'll sneak over and kind of adjust it, and she'll be like, "Did you change the maybe?"
With these new thermostats in the house, we're able to program the regular heat when to come on, and that's very helpful. You know, programming it properly, and you get a good thing.
And I go to Mom's house. It's cooler. You walk in there,
it's like 100.
It's like all you gotta do is put put the meatloaf on the kitchen table. It'll cook.
That's fun stuff. Well, it's good to bring back Yves Pierre-Louis. He was the VP of Operations at Northside Collision.
What happened to him, Tom?
Well, they've elevated him, regardless of all this no king stuff, they made him king. He's the COO now as a Chief Operating Officer. And why'd they do that? What happened? What was the change? How come?
Honestly, I don't know. I thought somebody fell off on the wrong side of the bed and hit their head hard, you know.
What does the Chief Operating Officer do at Northside Collision specifically?
Basically the same thing I'm doing now. So, no, actually, you know what? We got some good people in the company. We've been able to elevate a few of our individuals. Mark Aquino's taken a bigger role, stepped up, and he's now overseeing most of our regional stores now. So that's
how many stores? Just a reminder.
We have nine locally. Yep. So that's taken a big load off of what I do in some regards. And we've got Matt Thorpe now. Welcome to have him on board. He's really stepped up. He used to be one of our store managers over at Baldwinsville. Now he's been phenomenal in his new role as an area manager here. Right. So, and Rick Jones is. He's kind of segued over to a great role. He's our corporate training executive now, and we are excited. That's going to really put a lot of panache in what we do in order to do what we do, which is providing awesome quality service and great customer service.
Well, you need those layers of management to keep the wheels moving, and people need to be motivated. People need to be, on board with encouraging the people who are actually in the trenches doing the work every day too. So it's very
maybe
important.
Kick them in the butt once in a while.
And you got to grow because you can't grow if you don't have the upper layers of management. People just run rogue and all that.
Oh, absolutely. And I got to tell you got to hand all the credit to Scott. Scott Jones, obviously the owner. Mm-hmm. He's just got he's got great vision. He always has. He's been leading us to higher and better places, and this is part of his plan. So it's
was the apprenticeship plan his idea?
100%.
So tell us. I know we talked about that a few times, but explain what that is, because you mentioned there's his son is actually taking kind of that over, right?
Yeah. Zach is now the manager out there. He's doing a great job, killing it for us actually in terms of doing sales and running the program overall. But the apprenticeship program is great. Real. Not to knock it around, but it's taking young individuals who are in our community that want to be in this business. They've done some training, BOCES and other things, and they all do a great job. But you need to have your hands in it. You need to be working at the trade, at the craft, and you need to have professionals who are able to.
And it's kind of the Northside way. I'm people have different processes. You have a process that may be different from someplace
some
else,
other,
right? So how would they know?
Is that on the map, actually, Northside Way? Did you rename it the Northside Way?
Yeah.
The Gulf of America?
Yeah,
the Northside Way.
There we go.
We follow OEM procedures. So if Chevy GM tells us to fix the car this way, that's what we're doing, So, and we use, we've got a lot of great vendors and manufacturer reps, and the products that we use are all certified and approved by the actual OEM manufacturers. So we do a great job there.
I got an interesting story, talk about collision and the change of the weather and how that affects collisions and things. My wife's coworker, her husband, was on the way to work, pulled up at a stop sign, and was just sitting at the stop sign. A deer came barreling out of the woods and hit him right in the side, crushed the side of the vehicle.
And he wasn't moving.
And he wasn't even moving. He was just sitting at the stop sign.
It doesn't seem fair.
We paid that deer.
But that's great. Usually you think about a moving accident with the deer, but he was just sitting there. What happens? Do you get a lot of deer
Tom.
collisions?
This time of year, it's fall, so there's a lot of things happening. Weather is changing, light patterns are changing. It gets darker earlier, gets darker, a little colder. Rain, a lot on the roads affect things, leaves falling off, slippery conditions, school buses out, and the deer. So colder it gets, the deer start to move. They are going to be going into their season. So you got to look out for them. It's definitely a hazard, and they are not the smartest.
No, they're not bright animals.
Yep.
Because, like I say, they run into you if you're sitting still. I was coming down. I was in Bridgeport, coming back from a DJ gig.
Route 31?
Yep, I was on 31. And just around where Point Place, the opening to Point Place is.
Just short of Bridgeport.
Just short of Bridgeport, a deer bounded from off the side and went right in front of me, clipped the front end of my vehicle. I mean, I had a slam on the brakes. Had the trailer and the whole bit. It was, and I had there was hair and everything in my grill.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, so I hit it, but it ran off. You just never know.
Yeah, they're sturdy,
and they're never alone. There's always travel in the pack. I had a close encounter 2 weekends ago up on Route 3.
Oh yeah,
and boom, hit the brakes. Okay, the Labrador went flying, and but other than that, we were okay.
Yeah, that's good. When that happens, I guess you call your insurance company, and then you have to bring it in and get it cleaned up and
bring in the deer.
Does Northside accept deer?
Drop the tenderloin off at my place.
Here's my vehicle and a doe.
It's a real simple. But first of all, I want to urge everyone to be safe. If you're no one can prepare for something like that, but you need to know that it's going to happen. It could happen, and be safe. Stay on the road as much as you can. I know there's a living creature involved, but you need to keep the car on the road.
Right.
True.
Apply the brakes, but stay safe. A lot of people try to avoid the deer altogether and cause
another
damage.
accident.
Yep.
You're right.
So that's the number one thing. If you have to hit it, you're going to hit it. Okay. And then again, just report it to the insurance company. They do a great job. Most insurance partners step up. They're very attentive and understanding. And all you need to do is get the claim over to Northside, and we'll get you back on the road.
Bring it into one of the 9 locations. They'll fix you right up.
I break for squirrels. I break for squirrels. It's not like I go, but it's hard not to. It moved, and it's like kind of an intuitive thing. But they do little damage. The deer can tear you up.
Well, you don't even have to be moving, like Tom said. He was parked. He just ran into you.
So Northside Collision. If you got a ding, give them a ring or something like that. So NorthsideCollision.com. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you.